What's up, peeps? It's me, your boy MC. We're back with the Hogwarts Express, and we're going to keep this train rolling like it's 1974, and Steven Tyler is our conductor. All right, let's get the axe out of the way. Boom. Yup, as y'all know, I'm a nerd. Bam, we're live in the Lego Lounge. And yeah, I still have my Guitar Hero, or whatever game that was, guitar. So, and if y'all didn't get that reference, then you're probably young, or you don't really like classic rock, which either way is fine. As long as you're here to see me, we're all good. But peeps, I love Aerosmith. As you can see, it's on my shirt, it's on my guitar. Wrong arm. It's on my arm. It's my jam. I love Aerosmith. To me, greatest rock and roll band of all time. To me, greatest band of all time. I love Aerosmith. Same members since 1969, I believe, is when they were established. I mean, they're just killing it. So, I had to do a little homage since Train Kept a Rollin' is one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. I just wanted to jam out a little bit and feel like I was as cool as the greats. Peeps, how you guys liking everything so far? I just, I was thinking about this, I think it was yesterday during my run. It's funny how the internet and social media has changed the world. Seems like people that comment on things, they really only comment when they don't like stuff. So I guess maybe that's a bonus for me. Maybe that's a good thing that I don't get a lot of comments. But I would like to see comments, or sports. Like people will comment on sports to the end of time. But when it comes to YouTube and I don't know, all the other platforms, Twitch and such, seems like people give lots of comments when they want to be negative about things, or when the topic is negative. But when it comes to positive stuff, people seem to hold back. They don't have a lot to say. So, it's all good. I don't begrudge anybody for not commenting. However, it makes it difficult for me to judge what you guys like and don't like. So I'm trying to put out content that I think you guys enjoy. I always try to do stuff that I enjoy for sure. If it makes me laugh or it makes me happy, I hope it will also do the same for y'all. But I know that I'm just me, and but I do get comments from people I know occasionally. People call me up or text me, message me, whatever. I had a nice chat with a buddy of mine the other night, in fact, and we talked about all things Lego. And he told me how much he enjoys my channel. So thanks, peeps that do reach out. I love y'all, and I'm just gonna keep doing me. And in the sake of not talking too much, let's just build. Woo, peeps! Bag number 16 in the bag. Y'all know, I'll put that up there so we can keep it moving. Y'all know I got corny jokes for days. That's what I do. If I didn't have corny jokes, I would have had good jokes, which would have made me a comedian and probably made me a lot more money. Hello. So So one of the things that I find really interesting about Lego is how when you start a section, a lot of times, like this one, everything kind of feels very flimsy, and if you're not careful, you'll continually break your own pieces back off that you already set in place. But then as you get deeper into the section, like that one, you start to, you know, the stacking principles start locking everything in nice and tight, and before you know it, you got a nice solid structure. And it makes me happy when I don't have to worry about just the slightest bump. Now, like little pieces like these little bumpers here, at least that's what I think they are, they tend to pop off regardless if you bump into them wrong, but the majority of this is not going to go anywhere even if I shake it around. So it always brings me joy as the picture starts to come into focus. You start to see what exactly you're building, but also it all really starts to solidify. Kind of like, I guess, and I've never built a house, but I would assume it's kind of like building a house. You start with that foundation. All right, this is a bad analogy, because I guess if you start with the foundation of the house, then you got the solid part built right at the beginning. Ignore my analogies. I don't have a good one for this, but I know, you know, there are other things in life that you're going to build or create, and you start off with a loose beginning, and then as it gets to the end, it really solidifies into a hardened structure. Peeps, I'm sorry. I don't have a good analogy for this one. I just know how it works, and it makes me happy. So I'm just gonna keep pressing. I'm sorry, I don't have a better one for you today. But we're working on our next minifig. It's another Ron Weasley. I read the box. I realized what it is, why there's multiples of these characters, is it's the different phases of them as they're growing up. So you got movie 1 here, this is movie 2, or no, sorry, this is movie 3, or book 3, and then the next ones will be 6 and 8. So kind of neat how they show the progression of the characters through the movies. So this is the young gosh, I'm so terrible right now. Boo! I told you I don't pre-plan anything, peeps. This is young Potter, Weasley, and Hermione, then a little bit older Potter, Weasley, and I assume Hermione will come in another bag. But yeah, it's just showing their progression, which I think is pretty awesome. All in one set. All right, peeps, let's keep it chugging. Chugga 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 choo choo. All right, peeps, there it is, bag number 17. Liking it. It's I'll say this is a very challenging set. Like they've hit me with some new techniques that I haven't seen before, and nothing, you know, insurmountable, but definitely different from what I'm used to. And this is why it's good to, you know, pick sets that are not always in your comfort zone, you know? Pick something that's different. I'm obviously, as I've said, I'm a nerd. I like Harry Potter. So that's the main reason I chose it. But also, it's just completely different from anything that I've built up to this point. So trying to challenge myself. And I like doing new things. I like getting out of my comfort zone. The Technic aspects have been real neat, but even that section wasn't even Technic. They just were changing their methods. Like 1 minute you're building this direction and they're flipping it over, and if you're not paying attention, that little, you know, rotation symbol that they give you will mess you up. I'm like, oh man, why isn't this going the way I want it to? Oh wait, it's because I got to move it around. And Like I thought I missed pieces, and I didn't. It literally was just telling me to rotate the piece over before I attached it to the main piece of the train there. So yeah, it's good. I like it. Peeps, it's I'm bringing it back. MC's Advice Corner. Peeps, I started talking a little bit earlier about how I talked with a friend of mine recently about you know, my channel and other such things. We talked about a bunch of stuff, and this friend of mine is also a major fan of Lego, and I asked, you know, what are you building right now? And he's like, oh, I'm too busy. I don't have time for that. And I was like, man, because he told me he's got all kinds of sets that he wants to build. And I said, well, man, just do a bag a day, you know, just do one bag. And he was like, oh, I don't even have time for that. And I didn't say much more about it that night, but I was thinking about it the next day while I was out on my run. And I wrote him a pretty lengthy message the next day, and I was like, hey man, you know, I understand you're a super busy guy, and I'm not taking that away from you at all. I understand he's still active duty, and I did it for 20 years, so I totally get his position. And this doesn't just apply to military members, but I'm sort of directing this advice corner to my military brothers and sisters out there, because I understand how we get very focused on the mission. We want to make sure that we're doing the best we can for the unit, for the country, for everything, and we oftentimes forget to take care of us. And especially if you have a family, you know, all of the me can get just tossed to the side. You end up just doing everything for work or everything for your spouse, for your kids, and you forget to take the time for yourself. And I'm 100% guilty of this. I did it for a very long time at a very high level. I just was constantly go, 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 go. And it wasn't until I took the uniform off and I had nothing to do that I realized, holy crap, I have never really done much for me. And that was one of the things that I wish I had done better, and I think it partially led to the mental situation that I'm in today, is because I only had one focus in life, and that was work. You know, my family too, but I was very, very highly dedicated to the mission, to getting the job done, and I just didn't build me time in there. It was all about the Air Force and what they needed and what they wanted. And so anyways, my recommendation to him was, and I throw out to you peeps out there, is find time for you, even if it's 1 hour a week. You know, even if you go, all right, Sunday morning, family likes to sleep in, a lot of families do anyway, like to sleep in on Sunday. I'm gonna get up a little early on Sunday before everybody else, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna build my one bag of Lego. I'm gonna go paint a painting. I'm gonna go do whatever it is, that one thing that you just really love and you really want to do for yourself. Do it. You know, as military members, we know, you know, not everybody does it well, but we know that you got to be physically fit, right? You got to be physically fit to go out there and do the mission and get the job done, right? And we're forced into it. In fact, they give you a PT test, and you got to make sure you can pass that run and push-ups and everything, depending on your service. Everybody has a little bit different standards, but you know, we know that we have to be physically fit to do the job, but too many people are not mentally taking care of they're not taking care of their mental fitness, and I was one of them. I will openly say I did not take care of myself the way I should, and I don't want to see that for anybody else. I try my best these days to just throw it back to all my friends and former coworkers and such, and let them know, like, hey, this is how I messed up, and I don't want to see you guys going down the same road. So I will continue to throw that out there. I will say it here on this channel. Take care of you. You got to take care of you. You got to find some time, right? Even 1 hour a week. If you just go, all right, everything else I don't care about right now. Not that you don't care about it. I'm just putting it aside. I'm putting all my other things to the side for 1 hour a week. Do it. Just do something that makes you feel good, to get your mind off of all the other things, and you can just really enjoy your self time, because you don't get it back. You don't get your time back. It's one thing that once it's gone, it's gone, and if you don't use it properly, you're gonna regret it one day. I promise you. I'm a living example. So, peeps, take care of yourself. Do something that makes you happy, whether that is Lego building or something else. I also enjoy running. It's something I do every day. So I make sure I get my run time in, but that's also a lot because I want to keep these old bones running as long as I can. So not physically, but metaphorically. I want to keep this body working. Well, both, I guess. Really, I want to keep this body working as long as I can. So it's my biggest motivation out of running, but I do enjoy it as well. So, peeps, I'm rambling. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to build, but I just want to throw that thought out there. It was on my brain, and I felt like it's important for me to share those thoughts with all of you, because, again, that's kind of the point of this channel. So, on that, let's keep building. Peeps, I know I've said it before. I completely dislike this table. I don't want to say hate, because that's a strong word. I don't hate much. I can't even name one thing that I hate. But I really dislike this table. It's so slippery. It's not sturdy. And I just had a thought as a result of that nonsense that I just did. I think I have some old scrap plywood out in my garage. I think I'm going to cut a piece of plywood to fit this table and sit it on top. So at the bare minimum, I've got a sturdy surface to work on. It's not so slippery. Goodness gracious. That woo, that stunk. I've been half expecting that to happen for quite a while now. Like, oh man, when is it going to happen? Then I'm just going to blast pieces all over the place. And then you get the edited version where it's really slowed down and you guys can laugh at me. I'm laughing at myself. But it was definitely a little bit frustrating, because I was just trying to push the pieces on, and then the whole train went boom. So here we go. We're back at it. Peeps, that's book 2 complete. We are officially halfway through. Again, according to the book. I don't know in total pieces or where we're at, but peeps, man, I am blown away by the impressive techniques, the just creativity, the fun factor. It was funny because when I was building this section and I started layering the top section, I saw there was a lot of emptiness inside. I was like, oh, that's kind of, Lego, you kind of disappointed me there. I thought, well, you know, because they have a tendency with a lot of these builds to have like little hidden gems inside, little Easter eggs, if you will. And I was thinking, man, they really had the chance to do something inside, and they just kind of covered it up. And then when I built all this out, I realized, oh, okay, this is just supposed to be a giant coal pile. Like, oh, they thought of it. And that's another thing too. I was thinking about. I know y'all probably think I'm just I just ride the train. I just ride the train for Lego, but they really are. They're really great at what they do, and that like no piece is pointless. Every piece in a build serves a purpose somehow. So like there's often, you'll see spare parts left over, and it's just little tiny pieces typically that, you know, hey, they know if you drop one of these guys, well, you got another one and you don't have to go buy another piece, right? But I didn't even catch it. I had a couple extra, I call them cliffhangers. It looks like a little L-shaped piece that clips on one side of thing but that hangs over the edge of another side. So anyways, I had two of those left over and I didn't realize it, and it didn't come into fruition until I got almost to the end of this, and I had two little gray pieces that I needed to attach, two little 2-dot stud or plates, or you know, you guys know me. But anyways, I went to connect these two little plates and there was nothing to connect them to, and I was like, what the heck? And I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking at my build and I'm like, something's missing. And then I looked in this bowl of spare parts and they were there. So clearly I missed that, or maybe the directions were messed up. I don't know. More likely I just missed it, but there was a purpose for that, and it solidified this section. This section needed it to finish out this portion of the these little side guards. Would have not attached had that little piece not been there. And that's something I'm trying to do better in my life, is if it doesn't serve a purpose, get rid of it, right? And Lego is very good at making everything serve a purpose. So I want to try to do the same thing. You know, I'm not perfect and nobody's perfect, but if it's not serving you, if it's not bringing something into your life, whether that's financial, that's mental happiness, whether that's spiritual happiness, whatever. If it doesn't do something for you, why are you keeping it? You know, get rid of those things. Just my thoughts. You do what you want, peeps. But anyways, peeps, that's all for this video. I thank you guys for coming out. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this. If not, well, I hope you find something that does make you happy, peeps. And thanks once again. And please share with all your friends. Thanks for coming, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Holla!